Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my 1,000 subscribers special, baby. Oh, God, does that feel good? I cannot believe that I hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. Because I hit 1,000 subs, I asked my chat if they wanted to do a Q&A of any kind in my stream and in my Discord. So I made a Google form and I let the people ask any questions that they wanted to ask and they wanted me to answer for this YouTube video today. Here's the thing. I'm not sure if all of these are going to make it in the final cut because I've skimmed through these a little bit. Some are wild. I don't know if I'll ever answer them ever. Y'all have quite the imaginations is all I'll say. Anyways, I love y'all to death and let's get to it. Don't know why I've never asked this, but like, what was your favorite game that you played on stream or just by yourself? Okay, I am a sucker for the Batman Arkham series. I've replayed those games probably more than anything else. Batman Arkham series, especially Arkham City, I replayed the hell out of. However, my favorite game that I have ever streamed, I want to say, is Detroit Become Human, and that was very, very recent. If I had a top 5 for games that I've streamed and played combined, Red Dead Redemption 2, Elden Ring, Black Myth Wukong, Detroit Become Human, and until Resident Evil Village. I just did Resident Evil Village and that was really good. My question, is it hard? Yes or no? Is what hard? And if we're talking about the same thing, yes. Being a ginger in today's society is so hard. Thank you for asking about my struggle. Do you enjoy speaking and interacting with your audience? Oh my God, that is probably one of my favorite parts about streaming. When it comes to YouTube, I love making YouTube videos too, right? But the fact when it comes to the streaming bit, man, oh my God, it's the highlight of my week every single time that I do it. I go live 3 to 4 times a week, and it's always my most fun and fulfilling, enlightening times every single time I go live. And it's thanks to you guys. I feel blessed that I have viewers that come back all the time to watch me. Because I remember being a streamer and streaming for 2 years to 1 viewer. So now that I have people that actually come back and want to speak and interact, it's the best thing in the world. Not to be too soppy, because you know I like to be funny. Yes, I enjoy it more than anybody could ever know. What really motivated you to take the leap and try and do this full time, and what advice would you give out to others? Oh man, see, I'm a small streamer, small YouTube, small, all that stuff. But what motivated me to do all of this could get deep for a second. I was at a point during college where I had became a D1 football player. Awesome, right? 5-star recruit out of high school. I started as a freshman and everything. You think that I'd be on the top of the world and happy with all of that. I wasn't at all. And I thought to myself, what is something that I've always enjoyed to death, and what is the real dream that little Skylar would be so happy about right now? And it was going to be content creation of some kind, streaming and YouTubing. I grew up watching PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Rad Brad. I mean, all these different genres of people. Vanoss Crew, Nogla, Wildcat, Smitty, Grizzy. God, I could just go on for forever. I love all of these guys to death. And all these people and streamers and YouTubers. And the thing is, I enjoyed those videos so much. I used to think to myself, how amazing would life be if I could do that as my job and also try to bring this type of joy to other people as well. And I know I'm not as big as them, but God, is that the goal to get there? That is the dream, and that's what got me motivated. And for me personally, what I like to say that kind of makes me stand out compared to others is that whenever I stream and I make these videos, I aspire to inspire people. It's not just to make funny content or funny gaming videos or my reaction, my stories. That's all part of it. But I like to try to inspire people to be as positive and fulfilling in their life as possible, So that's why I got a vent channel in my Discord. That's why my community, we all back each other up, even though everybody is pretty funny and everybody makes fun of each other and really good humor. It all circles back to everybody caring about each other. And young me would be so happy with where I am right now. And the advice that I give to others is being yourself matters the most. The second that I started being myself, I started unlocking more possibilities than I could ever dream of. You've heard it before, it's cliche, but you have to be yourself. How much to shake that booty? Wow, what a transition. It don't take much. Whenever I get bigger, that right there is gonna bite me in the ass or shake a little controversy. Now, I see what I did there because it's shaking the booty. Let's continue. Ass or tit? Really? That's the question that you wanted to ask? Like, you know, of all questions that you ever wanted to know about me, you want to know if I like ass or tits more. And I'm not gonna do that on my YouTube channel, man. We keep everything really lighthearted and cool and cordial. Damn. Yeah, definitely ass. My question is, are you daddy? Are you king? Are you really ginger? Are you security Batman? Or are you really Shaggy from Scooby-Doo? Love you, keep up the good work. Also, I'm hot. What the fuck? I didn't need to know that. I didn't need to know that last bit of information. Thank you for telling me to keep up the good work, though. I'll try. And the question, or to answer the rest of those questions, yes. Is your ginger hair fake? You think you can fake these luscious locks? Are you kidding me? No, this is not fake. Nor would I ever dye my hair any other color. I think, my gingers, rise up. How much to shake that? Wasn't this question already asked? Oh my God. Once again, not much. How does it feel knowing you're growing from the ground up and finally getting recognized as a streamer? You know, the crazy thing about that is I definitely feel like I've had spurts of like awesome growth, man. And I can see it and feel it. And the people that come back all the time, I love them to death. Like, my whole community is the best. I don't know if I've blown up super quickly though, because, you know, if you think about like Queso blew up in like 2 years. I've been streaming for 3 years now, but the truth is I've only really started taking it serious this last year. The first 2 years I didn't really know what I was doing, but this last year, that's when I really locked in on trying to make it the best that it could possibly be. No, I did not expect it to blow up this much, this quickly, and get this much traction. But I just want to keep going from here and making the best that I possibly can, because this is the best thing ever, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I never expected it. What has been your biggest challenge? How did you overcome that challenge and achieve it? What would you have done differently? And would you do it again? Finally, what are your next goals in life with streaming and voice acting career? Oh man, good questions, Gracie. What's been my biggest challenge and how did you overcome that and achieve it? Honestly, my biggest challenge was becoming fully comfortable with the person that I am and not trying to do anything and be anything else. I think as humans, most people have that issue, but I eventually overcame that and became the person that I am now, and I would not trade me for anything else in the world. I love how I am, and I like that I don't try to be anything else, force anything else. I feel blessed that I found clarity in the kind of person that I want to be and like to be. I guess what I would have done differently to be fully comfortable in the person that I am is I would have told my younger self to do it sooner in life. But then again, as you grow, I don't think I would have done anything differently, because every choice and everything that you go through shapes the person you are today. So would I do it again? 100%. I wouldn't change anything in my past. All of it, I would do it all over again to gain the experiences, life choices, etc., etc., etc. It's all important. And I don't like to live life in regrets. Finally, what are your next goals in life with streaming and voice acting career? I want to be a big streamer, if not one of the best. And maybe that's crazy to say, being at 1,000 subs right now. I'm just a little old SkybFly, right? But that is the goal. That is the dream. And I feel like I'm going to get there. Not feel like, I am going to get there. I have sticky notes. Look at this. I gotta show you guys this. I haven't really talked about this too much, and I don't ever put this in the videos because I don't want to turn people off or anything. But I read this every single day. This is a sticky note I made for myself when I first started streaming. It says, I will make it as a streamer and content creator, be creative, passionate, and bring joy to those that join me on the journey. I read that to myself every single day. And whenever I started, I told myself that. So my goals in streaming, I'm going to make it happen. And I have scripture, because I'm Christian, but I never force on anybody else. I'm Christian, and I read a devotional every single day, a page from it. So I am dedicated. I've got my mind right, I got my spirit right, I got my body right, and I got my mentality right. So with that being said, it is just gonna be within time before I become one of the bigger streamers. And I really do see it happening. Now, when it comes to voice acting, I've been very blessed to be in any voice acting projects. I just decided that I'd give it a shot, and I already got to film an animated movie in January. It's crazy to me. I've even got to act in a lot of cool stuff this year that I'm not going to talk about over this YouTube video because they're going to be releasing on the streaming services and in theaters. But life has been so just phenomenal and recently, and yeah, that's my next goals, is just kind of to keep going with the streaming stuff. And when it comes to voice acting and acting, I'm picking up these roles and I'm doing these things, and I've been blessed to do it. But my main passion and the main thing that I love to do is definitely streaming. What's the weirdest place you've done the dirty? Oh, well, I never really wanted to talk about this online, but your mom's room. What's the spark that keeps you moving? I think I actually touched base in it in another question, but I aspire to inspire. And I remind myself every single day, the second that I wake up, with this sticky note and all my reading and my mental devotional stuff. And that's the spark that keeps me going, is trying to entertain people and make everybody have an enjoyable escape from reality anytime they tune into my streams, my videos, anything that I make. I want it to be an enlightening, comforting space where people feel loved and included. Because everybody knows, including my God, do I know what it feels like to not feel included or even safe in a space. So that's the spark that keeps me moving, to grow literally the best community ever. And it's going to get big. Mark my words. All right, y'all. That is the end of the 1,000 subscriber Q&A. And I really hope you guys do enjoy this video. It was really cool to make, and I hope y'all like the insight on like my personal life and my motivations and why I got started and what keeps me going, etc., etc., etc. I think it's good to for any type of content creator to let their community know what they're all about. And I want to be transparent. I like to be fully transparent, because lack of communications ruins all great things. I don't want to ruin nothing. And also on that note, by the time that I'm posting this, I am indeed buying that maid dress, because we hit the goal of 1,000 subs on YouTube. So let me just prove that I am buying it, and I will be wearing it for a stream here soon. I can't believe I'm doing this. I hope the stream thoroughly enjoys what I'm going to be doing for them. Here we go.